I had always respected one of my classmates' fathers when I was in high school. He was a career Marine, and he showed up as a complete role model to every athletic event, every school function. He volunteered, and I just thought, I want to be like this guy. So that's why I chose the Marine Corps. Graduation from Parris Island, completing all that training, very few people have done that. Even now, there's very few Marines. So I was very proud of that. When we were in flight ops on the aircraft carrier, the planes were loaded with bombs, missiles, you name it. So you're out there with 40-mile-an-hour wind, diesel gas, jets, and danger. When we were overseas and they would bring certain things onto the ship that you could buy at a reduced rate, one of those was a SLR camera. There was so much dynamic action on that aircraft carrier that I wanted to be able to capture and take those pictures. And when I got out, I continued to enjoy it, but eventually it became a passion. When you're focused on doing photographs, and especially in a challenging environment, it clears your mind. Other things that you might be brooding about or thinking about goes away, and it gives you a time at peace. It's been very helpful to me. It's therapy. So it changed me to stay calm in dangerous or scary situations, and to be able to keep my wits about me to help others who might need that kind of help.
When I first met Steve, he was fresh out of the Marine Corps, and I remember him not smiling ever. And I thought, how strange. And after a couple of years of dating, he did loosen up and start to smile, but he was quite serious. Our servicemen didn't get the best treatment in those days. And of course, I experienced when the veterans got home from the Vietnam era. It was all very eye-opening and shocking.
Only after I got back did I understand what was going on in this country and all over the world. So I went from being kind of shocked and angry when I first got out to being able to reframe the whole experience and understand that it was a privilege to be in there. I went back to school after the Marines, going through all those classes, that psychology classes and different counseling classes. It helped me to reframe my opinion of what I had to do to move back into the world the way it was.
Well, he has PTSD from his service and terrible nightmares. That's been the case since we were first married. I learned that if I had to get up in the middle of the night, I better be very quiet, because any sound at all, he jumped out of the bed ready to fight. In the fight or flight mode, that's always part of his temperament. So I have to be aware of that.
It's not so much the memories, it's the realities of the things that are still in my head. When you have periods of angst or things that are driven from those experiences, they're just as bad as they used to be. The Marine Corps motto is Semper Fidelis, always faithful. To those that you're close to, you would never let them down. And that's a value that I carried forward. I've had a lot of experience with the Veterans Administration because of my disabilities from serving. And I've seen people who have had a horrible time trying to adjust and never really making it over that hump. The advice I would give them is to seek counseling.